Hello everyone, this is Termuse, and today, picking up where I left off in my Disco Elysium game, let's see, last time there was a difficult conversation letting the widow know that her husband was dead, and then we ended up here. And it's like, very big tone shift, ended up with these guys, talking about their partying and wanting to be hardcore and stuff. So we're going to carry on with that. I hadn't actually talked to this guy yet.
So you had a talk with Andre, and now you want to discuss things with Noid. Good.
Skin shows through the holes in the Speed Freak's too large sweater. In front of him, an open toolbox full of carpentry tools and parts. Wait a second, carpentry tools. Could I possibly get the pry bar that I needed to open the ice cream machine in that basement in the other building?
It's good you talked to Andre first. Gave me time to get a reading on your sign. Can't really talk to people before you get a reading.
He runs his hand through his hair, which is combed back in mock seriousness. He continues to fiddle with some gears. They keep using this word sign. I don't think they mean like sine, cosine, tangent, or maybe it does. Maybe he's talking about, sine wave of some description. Maybe he's talking about some kind of metaphysical vibration or something. Who knows? Anyway, sign, question mark? Tell me about the machines you saw in the church. Why are you called Noid? Or okay, maybe I'll come back later. Let's ask about the sign.
Yeah, gotta compare. See if we can align.
Interesting, or that's ridiculous. Let's go with that interesting. Maybe we can see if we can get more information.
I suck at socialising, man. Even now, our sign synchronisation is way off. I'll see what I can do.
He continues to rearrange his tools. Well, I mean, we kind of established that in the last session that Harry Dubois is not really with it in terms of aligning with these young folks. Anyway, uncomfortably relatable. Tell me about the machines you saw in the church.
Weird stuff. Specialised. There was a data processor and some sort of long-wave machinery.
And Schwaba's here. Hey, mate, just popped in to say hi. Seeing how I managed to catch your stream, although seeing it's 3:12 a.m. Yeah, I was just gonna say. I really need to sleep. Good luck, and I also really need to play this one. Damn it. Yeah. Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, it's a very interesting game. It's how do I even describe it? Like you're an amnesiac trying to do a murder mystery, and you have like voices in your head giving you suggestions from like 24 different categories, which you can level up to give you better advice or get better results in like conversations and stuff and things you go through. So it's kind of neat. They're all lots of things you can level up and things you can research and stuff. Bollywood Disco Elysium's shtick. Okay, fair enough. Yeah. I've been slowly making my way through it. I keep going on long rambling tangents in the middle of it because this thing is it's full of like socio-political commentary and stuff. So I keep having opinions about things. Anyway, where was I? Yeah, he cringes. Weird stuff. Specialized data processor and some sort of long-wave machinery? In a church? What have they got going on in there?
Wires going into water. Gives off a spy sign. Or some fucked up Samaran science sign. You know, the kind that goes head first into the supernatural.
What's wrong with the supernatural? Or the supernatural so you think it's real, that it actually exists? One of the main reasons I'm genuinely curious about being the pretentious twat and sneering CRPG crosser. Fair enough. Yeah, I think pretentious twat, that could describe me as well. So par for the course. But yes, good night and good luck. Yeah. Good night to you. Have a good one. Um, what's wrong with the supernatural? Sure, let's go with that, I guess.
Nothing's wrong with it. You should definitely be researched. You can still do sick shit with it though.
Supernatural. So you think it's real that it actually exists? Question mark.
Most of it doesn't exist, but there's also stuff that isn't allowed to exist because the moralists think it's too dangerous for the plebs.
Into the moralists again.
Psionic powers, pale-related diseases, pretenders pretending to be human, folk rights, that kind of stuff.
Pale related. He's talking about the pale again. There was a reference to that in one of those books in the bookshop that Plaisance was recommending. As I said in the previous stream, I feel like I should go pick up a book from the bookshop, so I have something to read, like before bed in the next in-game day. Maybe I can just buy all of them. I mean, there were a few books that I had the option to buy. Now you find, also speaking of interesting CRPGs, Underrail. Oh yeah, okay. Underrail. The chant intensifies. Chant reaches beyond physical intensity, extreme pressure on your skull. Underrail. Okay. All right. Yeah, I'm unfamiliar with Underrail. That's off my radar, but hey, I'll add that to the list. Keep in mind to look out for it. Anyway, where was I? Why are you called Noid?
The hardcore aesthetic is esoteric. It's not meant to be discussed with the law at this moment.
But yeah, I gotta go with that, Bob. Yeah. Have a good one. Thanks for stopping by. Yeah. He picks up some sort of a widget. I don't understand what that means.
I can see that. Further sign matching would do good for us. One way to achieve sign synchronicity would be by getting us into the church.
New task, sync the signs with Noid? Still don't understand what signs means in this context. But again, like I said, he seems to be talking in like metaphysical terms, like supernatural, as he put it. Why supranatural, not supernatural? Like, I don't know. Anyway. Alright, okay. Maybe I'll come back later, leave. So I got a new objective here. What's this? Noid doesn't want to talk to you. The signs are not in sync. Guess you need to help him and his friends out somehow. Prove that you're one of the crew. Who knows what he'll tell you. Yeah, I have a feeling that those tools in front of him might they might get me into the like the ice cream machine or whatever, which they indicate the thing indicated has the code to get into the radio computer, and I don't know if there's anything valuable in there, but considering the apparent amount of work necessary to get to it, you know, maybe it was worth checking out. Anyway, help ravers start a nightclub. Yeah. Look into the spookers in the church. Okay, yeah, well. Anyway, I've talked with all three of them, so let's skedaddle and see what Kim has to say. We were in there a while. Poor Kim been standing out here all this time. It sounds like it's raining too. Oh, maybe that's just water running.
Yes?
Okay, he has nothing new to say. Alright. There was something I was supposed to ask Estelle about. Something we were talking about there. I can't remember what it was.
The shaggy-haired girl kneels on the sea ice. She looks up as you approach.
So you talked to my associates, right? Are you going to help us? With the church, I mean.
Can't say, gotta ask questions first.
Shoot.
Okay. Just says, tried to use me to set up a drug lab. I'm guessing you knew of this plan. Others told me you went inside the church. What did you see in there? I'd like to know more about your associates. Okay, let's go with others told me you went inside the church. What did you see in there?
Oh, that. You're not going to believe me. There's no point in me telling you.
Is that so?
She's less prone to blurt it out, Crabman, than the others.
Uh-huh. We'll see. Go ahead and tell me. Or are you right? Let me ask you. No. Go ahead and tell me.
Okay. I went in and I saw a woman next to one of those machines there. Noid calls it a mainframe.
Uh-huh.
She was dressed like someone who's been raised by their grandmother, you know, strange old clothes. Had this absent expression, didn't say anything, just stood still.
Go on.
And then, you know, right behind her, a man crawled down the wall, upside down like a crab, down the church wall. I think the woman didn't even know he was there. He was completely silent.
Yeah, that's what's his name was saying. Crabman climbing walls. And I don't know, shared hallucination, or I mean, it was sort of hinted that they were high on drugs at the time.
He stopped right before he got to the floor, then just hung there like that, looking at me. Right at me. I fucking turned around and walked out. End of story.
Like a crab, you say?
Lieutenant nods, his face is stone. What did this crabman look like?
It was too dark. I couldn't tell exactly.
She shakes her head.
Come on, she obviously could. She already went into detail.
Come on, quick stall on me. What did he look like? You were right. I don't believe you. You were wrong. I do believe you. Like, I don't want to, like, I don't want to outright say I do or don't believe her, but this one feels a little rude to say. I don't know. I'm gonna go with the rude option anyway.
He looked like a banger, okay? He was all muscular and stuff. Had a mesh tank top. I know it sounds ridiculous, but that only made it scarier in a way.
A crab and a banger?
Crab banger. Banger crab? The lieutenant raises an eyebrow.
Yes, a banger. As in a mess gang member. I know what it sounds like, but that's what I saw.
A gangster crabman? Yeah, I don't believe you. You're wrong, I do believe you. Oh, great. We're speaking in absolutes again. Let's go with I do believe you.
Why?
Shazero. Seems too ludicrous for a lie, or what would you stand to gain? Strange things happen. I mean, in truth, I don't know if I really believe. I mean, I believe she believes what she saw. I don't know if there was an actual crabman crawling in the ceiling or whatever, but seems like it's for a lie. What did you have to game season them? Let's go with seems too ludicrous for a lie.
I guess so. Anyway, what else?
Got 5 experience points for that. Another 5% of the way to another level up. Your associates tried to... I'd like to know more about your associates.
My associates? I haven't got much to say about them.
She blows in her chilled fingers. Just answer the question, please. What do you mean? You must know something about them.
Of course I do. I just don't tell people about my friends and who they are and so on. I don't provide information on them.
Okay. Okay, maybe else with the labels or... Okay, what about you? Tell me something about yourself.
Me? I'm a silver bird.
Another +5 experience. Gives experience in the random places. A silver bird. Okay, maybe I'll ask later about this. About all this. I'm not sure how to parse out this I'm a silver bird. Is it... some kind of metaphor? Is that a slang term? Like, what is this?
Don't know what makes you think it'll be any different later, but
Sorry, what was that task flash on the screen there? Get Estella to talk about her associates. Stella refused to talk about her friends. Maybe she'll open up later after you've helped them set up the nightclub. Okay. Yeah, like, jury's still out on the whole setting up the nightclub thing. I mean, I guess it depends what we find when we get in the church. Like, I'm really not sure. Like, at first they were talking about, um, you know, like, like, like they're druggies squatting in there or whatever. But then they're talking about, high-tech machinery and going on there. And then now she's saying that, there was a like almost comatose woman and a crab man crawling on the ceiling, and I don't know, just bizarrely conflicting stories. Like, I don't know what we're gonna find when we get in there. Anyway, Susie's tried to use me to set up a drug lab. I'm guessing you knew of this plan.
I did, and I'm sorry. For what it's worth, which isn't much.
She doesn't appear surprised.
This is why I didn't go into the tent. Typical delinquency.
The lieutenant looks at the ocean, squinting his eyes.
You don't get to choose your posse, they choose you. Mine are idiots, but they're mine. I tried to talk Andre out of it. I even tried not to lie to you.
Mine are idiots, but they're mine. Yeah.
Indeed. She merely tried to omit the truth instead.
Yep, lied by omission. Instead, you opted to omit the truth. It's the same thing, or should have tried harder. Misleading a cop is no joke. Or, I don't care. I don't care I'm loco. I just wanted you to know that I know about the plan. Loco? What does loco mean in this context? Is that another slang term? I don't know. Here, just look up possible meanings for it. I mean, yeah, nutty or eccentric. That's what I was thinking. Like, I hear loco, I'm thinking, doesn't that mean you're crazy? Not saying crazy, yeah. Okay, yeah, I'm not seeing any other definitions. Loco corrupt cop. Okay, hey Dad, welcome to the stream. How's it going? Okay. I have not heard that term in that context before. I've only heard it in the word used to mean crazy. Anyway, okay. So you opted to omit the truth. It's the same thing. I should have tried harder. Misleading a cop is no joke. I don't care. I'm local. I just wanted you to know that I know about the plan. Yeah, I think he does mean crazy. I don't care. I'm crazy. I just wanted you to know I know about the plan. That's, yeah, I'm still confused, but whatever. Okay, so I can criticize her for her lie of omission, or I can also criticize her for for that, and play the authority card, or I can just say, it's cool. It's like, like, I'm not even clear if how much, how much of a hand she had in any of it anyway. Like, I don't particularly feel like being hard on her about it. Probably doesn't care about drug lab equals crazy, probably. I'm gonna go with the loco option. Don't care, I'm loco. Just wanted you to know that I know about the plan.
Okay, but I still regret it. I should have been able to control them, and I will in the future. I promise. May I ask, what did you tell them?
I'm going to decide after I've looked into the church situation. And yep, that's what I said.
Oh, right. That's wise. Take your time.
Okay. And that's it for now. Okay. Now, before I get into the church situation, I have to find the cryptid. Okay, like, Morel, Mr. Cryptozoologist, said that the last trap was just past the church, right? Maybe it's on the other side. Okay. So I'm not seeing it over here, and that this doesn't seem to be passable. I mean, right? Oh, hold on. No. That should be a double click so you can run. Pathfind. Show your super pathfinding skills. Holding down the right mouse button so items get highlighted and stuff. Okay. Not seeing the trap. Is that it? No, that's not it. Whatever here. This barrel has been recently discarded. It still smells of fuel oil. Finding fuel oil was one of our objectives, but maybe it's empty. I don't know. A lot of these things around. Someone just dumped all their garbage here. Encrypted priority 1. Is there enough to paint a wall with? I know, right? These rusty gears used to turn the whole machine. The chain trails off into the ocean to who knows where. Chain? What is this?
An old door, worn by elements, guards the depot. The wind has blown a sand dune in front of it. The door hasn't been opened in a long while. You see a handle.
Interfacing impossible 20. Open the door. So the red check cannot be retried? So I only have a 3% chance of success, and I can only try it once in the whole game, apparently. That's interesting. Is there something I can get to level that up? Okay. What is this thing anyway?
It's military. A service depot of some sort.
Used to service what?
The washerwoman mentioned a depot at the coast. She said it was for moving ammo and cargo across the bay. This might be it.
Okay. I don't think I want to roll this if I only have 3% chance. Maybe there's something else I can do. I mean, I have the pry bar in hand. The ice cream machine indicates there is a stronger pry bar about somewhere. Maybe it's in possession of the guys in the tent. I don't know. Unconfirmed. Zoom out. Okay, let me just backtrack a little bit just so I can. Okay, yes, that's back the way I came. That's a church there. Oh. Okay, what I'd like to do is get the the cryptozoology trap, just get that out of the way, and then fast travel, go back, find Morel. Over here, free money and free shirt. Oh, rhetoric boosting. So I have to remember to wear this when it comes time to sorry, this view here, like Kim is clipping into me here. That's awkward. Anyway, Yeah, after because I believe there's a rhetoric roll when it comes to Titus Hardy, and there's also the rhetoric. There it is. Rhetoric roll when it comes to that shipping container that I hadn't opened.
This trap's not too hard to spot once you know what to look for. Keeping it hidden has not been a priority for the cryptozoologist.
Look around.
The reeds sway in the coastal breeze. They seem to be waiting for something. The wind picks up here, near the Cape's end, surrounding the narrow strip of land from 3 cardinal directions. It's cold for this time of year.
Okay, reach for the trap.
Nothing but locusts in this trap as well. Definitely no cryptozoological monstrosity.
Darn.
Empty as all of them. One more of these and we're done.
His face is red from the cold sea air. He crouches to catch his breath. Bummer it wasn't in here. Getting tired, or one more time. I must stress that I did not expect a cryptozoological monstrosity to be in this trap. Say nothing, just put the trap down. You getting tired?
No, I'm fine. I didn't mean to complain, it's just...
He's short-winded. The sentence ends there. We're doing too much running around here, Kim. Does this go much further? Okay, it looks like there's a fair bit more to go. I'm going to come back to that. Okay, here's the plan. I want to finish off the cryptozoology thing, so I can get that done out of the way with. Go back and talk to Morel. Is this close enough to fast travel? Okay, there's the church here, Fisherman's Shacks here. Which one is closer to the last trap, though? Shoot. I don't know. This might be 6 of one and a half dozen in the other here. Maybe I'll just walk. Anyway, yeah. Go back into town, talk to Morel about our findings. And because I want to be conscious of the time. Like, we're at 3:30 p.m. here. Oh, hey, it just occurred to me. Because the homosexual underground thing must be almost finished. Yeah, 46 minutes left. So I made a note that it was going to be done like around 4 p.m. Anyway, yeah, because I don't want to leave my actual mission objectives related to the actual case too long. Actually, I don't know exactly how long the Hardy Boys stay in the thing. In the Whirling in Rags, but
This is the last of the traps. The one Morel just set. Checking it over, he said, is just a technicality.
So yeah, so I want to do that and get that taken care of before before it gets too late. Okay. Anyway, look around.
The reeds by the abandoned campsite hiss and shake.
Ah, it's probably the phasmid.
It's good the cryptozoologists left. This isn't a very cozy place to stay night after night. The later it gets, the colder. Remnants of the camp can still be seen in the sand. The fire that's gone out. You feel strange, somehow.
Yeah? Okay, we'll reach for the trap.
The trap feels light and silent as you pick it up. Something is different here.
Oh, look closer.
No locusts.
Oh.
No phasmid either, but still.
Immediately yell, "It's empty! Morel didn't leave it empty!" Let's look closer still.
Well, the bait worked on something. This doesn't mean it was a reed monster, though. Unless you see one in there, I just see an empty trap.
The lieutenant studies the trap with you.
The netting is a little untidy, messier than the others. Like someone or something picked the trap up and shook it before dropping it back down on the ground.
Somebody tampered with the trap? We freed the phasmid. Actually, I do get the feeling that someone or something may have messed with the trap. But what if it was the phasmid? What if it ate them and got out? Or, yeah, probably wasn't the phasmid, but still, Morel needs to know. Or, you're right, but they still need to know. You're right, this script has just been stupid. I mean, perception is telling me, yeah, it looks like someone picked it up and shook it and dropped it. Let's go with some. Let's get the feeling someone or something may have messed with the trap.
Perhaps our cryptozoologists have competition in the form of an actual entomologist, or someone else is sabotaging them. I could present more theories, but then I would be taking this on as a case, which I'm not.
Hey, but what if it was the phasmid? What if it ate out? Yeah, it probably wasn't the phasmid, but still, Morel needs to know. You're right, but they still need to know. It's good. I'm gonna go, yeah, it probably wasn't the phasmid, but still, Morel needs to know.
We did sort of promise to tell them, didn't we?
Mm-hmm. He seems to regret the fact. Okay. Alright, so that's the 4 traps. Okay. Are we close enough to one of those fast travel spots? No? Okay. Maybe I should have fast traveled to the fisherman's shacks just so I can get a feel for where they are. Like what the borders of, because apparently you have to be close enough to the landmark in order to use the fast travel system. You keep claiming that, Kim. Yeah. Now, is this close enough to activate fast travel? Here we go. So fast travel to the Martinez waterfront. Okay. Let's find Morel first. Actually, no. First, I'm going to drop off my tear at Frite, because otherwise I will forget probably. And it got too late and I missed out on the tear.
The tear machine stands in the corner. A sign says, 1 bottle equals 10 cents.
So I 42.54, and this brings me up to...
Your bottles clunk into the machine, and the money appears with a satisfying jingle. You're a richer man now.
Okay, 1 real 20. 12 bottles. Hey, it's better than none. Wasn't a whole heap of money, but eh. Alright. I'm sort of assuming Morel is in here.
It's great to see you again, officer. My wife can't wait to thank you. Go on, talk to her.
He grins, bowing awkwardly. Who's this guy? He was not here before. Okay, let's talk to Lena.
Oh, sweetie, I don't even know how to thank you for finding my husband and helping him out. I hope we haven't been too much trouble for you.
Just doing my job, ma'am. It was a truly epic long-distance trek. It was just on my way while I was working the case. I am basically also a cryptozoologist now. Happy Lena, yeah. That's nice. It's just on my way while I was working the case. I mean, hey, it's true. I had to go over there to find the armor pieces.
Here, I want to give you a small token of my gratitude. It's a tie, Mexican origin. The pin is an antique, quite special.
Nifty. Yes, one of the best ties in the game. Oh yeah? Hands you a thin ribbon held together by a silver bird skull. Here's that silver bird reference again. Asal said it referred to herself as a silver bird, whatever that means. She just said, "I'm the silver bird." Full stop. No further explanation. Huh. That's nice.
The little silvery knob holding the tie together feels warm in your hand. It's in the shape of an avian skull with 8 eyes.
An avian skull with 8 eyes? Some kind of spider bird? You never told me you've seen the Phasmid, or you don't know. Okay, you never told me you've seen the Phasmid.
Oh, you don't want to hear about some old woman's ramblings.
Ramblings? Nonsense. Your description of the Phasmid is the most precise I've ever heard.
Darling, I didn't even get the size of it right.
You were a child, my dear. Really. It's extraordinary what you were able to describe. Now go on. Tell our friend about it. He's proven his interest in the field.
I didn't even say what I found in the traps, or didn't find. Nice audience in the whirling now. I mean, now that you mention it. She saw it as a child, and she's kind of seems to be getting on years now, so it must have been a while ago.
Reflexively, the lieutenant read his familiar notebook.
Well, it was summer. I was building a racing track out of sand on the beach near a tall stand of reeds. Quite a tall one. Many times my height, I remember. When all of a sudden...
Wait, where was this and how old were you? Or I can just say what happened. Let's get more details. Where was this and how old were you?
I'm getting ahead of myself. I was 5 and a half in Betancourt in the suburbs. My grandmother had a summer home there.
Huh, what happened?
The strangest moment of my life. I looked up and one of the reeds moved. Not like a plant, but like a living thing. It stood up and looked at me. Its body unfolded like some antique toy. I've never seen anything like it.
She had no fear, just surprise.
I didn't know this can happen, so I reached my arm and touched the thing. It felt just like a stalk of reed, but it moved, swaying, towering above me. After a while, 20 seconds, a minute maybe, it left, went into the reeds.
Did you follow it?
I tried, but I was only a child. There was mud and high water. I couldn't see it anymore. I was just standing there knee-deep in mud, looking around me.
Then what?
I ran back home to my grandmother and asked her if reeds could walk, and told her they were looking at me. Of course, she just laughed at me, but I knew what I'd seen. For years, it was a story I told at parties when I wanted to impress boys. That sort of thing. Of course, most people just took it as a strange, amusing anecdote. So did I, honestly. But then I met Morel.
She brushes her hair back.
We were on a date. Can you imagine? She tells me a story, and it's the most detailed report of the Insulindian Phasmid I've ever heard. The sounds. She told me it hissed.
It did, yes. Like reeds in a gust of wind.
The way it moved, the colour, how some of its limbs were white, like marble. It matched perfectly with what I know from other accounts. It was amazing.
He breathes excitedly.
If it weren't for Lena, I might have given up hope years ago. It's no exaggeration to say that she restored my faith in my profession.
He looks at her with admiration, forgetting a wide smile on his face. Aw. You're on a date? Question mark. Its limbs are white? Question mark. How big was it? Maybe imagine it, Lena. Kim, what do you think of this? Thank you for sharing this with me. How big was it?
It's hard to say how big things are when you're quite small yourself. To me, it seemed to be taller than I was then, but that's probably not the case.
Its limbs are white.
Not all of them. There is some white coloration reported, along with beige, where the camouflage ends.
You were on a date? That's feels a little impersonal, but whatever. Let's go with that.
Our first, yes.
The old woman looks at her husband tenderly. Aw.
The glance is tender, yes, but tempered by something else. A thought she can't express, even to him. Interesting.
Oh yeah? Glance is tender but tempered by something else, a thought she can't express even to him? Okay, so I can say maybe you imagined it, or I can try to rope Kim into this again, or I can just conclude. And Kim's probably gonna be annoyed again. I'm gonna say it anyway.
I thought it was a wonderful story, man.
He closes his notes and gives her a simple smile. Yeah. I don't know. If I say maybe you imagined it, it feels like it'll ruin the tender moment. So maybe I'll just conclude.
You're welcome, sweetie. I do appreciate the chance to relive it whenever I get one. It was just such an impossibly sunshiny day. So warm.
And she could get up and walk right into the reeds on her own, into the mud, anywhere.
Cool. Yeah, so that's all. The only other option I have is to let her know that I lost all my memory, and it just seemed like the best thing to confide. So I'm just going to say that's all for now. So what is this tie that I got? Oh yeah, I didn't read the description of this. This is the white polo shirt. This shirt looks worn and smells a bit. You can't help but wonder who would leave it stuffed in a tear container. What kind of man would even wear a polo shirt? This might be one of life's mysteries that will never be solved. And this eight-eyed Terratorn tie? Okay. A slender bolo tie held together by an antique clasp in the shape of a bird skull. The skull features 8 cavities for eyes. It's disturbing, but you can't look away. Boosts inland empire and volition. Octuple vision and cryptid's protection. Okay. Okay, so I mean the tie itself is like cryptid, an 8-eyed bird. If I double click that, okay, what's the... Sorry, I'm trying to get a better look at the tie. Oh, great. Because I have the drama shirt on. Yeah, okay, so it boosts, yeah, it boosts the hunches and the volition. All right, cool. Okay. Okay. Seriously, was this guy here before? I did say I wanted to move on with the actual quest, and I was thinking of going to talk to Classy again. But maybe I'll talk to this guy first. Master can't be trusted. They're all just mouthpieces. Okay, another conspiracy theorist. Oh, it's you.
Help us out, officer. I'm sure glad to be back from that little excursion.
Yeah, okay. I didn't recognize him. He's in a different context. Okay, Gary the crypto-fascist once again.
I mean, officers.
Man hanged by physiologist 2, you're spicy. Okay, thank you for your cooperation. Yeah, that's fine. Alright. Let's go talk to Classia. Okay, I have to refresh my memory. What was it? Okay. Because the Classia role needed... So it was a volition check. So yeah, actually my new tie could be good for that because it boosts volition. There we go. Do I have anything else that boosts volition? The Fairweather T500 Cuirass boosts volition. But that means I'm wearing evidence. I don't know if the game cares about that. Ah, what the heck? I'm gonna go for it. Wow. Hey, morale jumped up to being out of 6. And what's this thought
The
here?
white ceramic cuirass hugs your torso, shielding your vitals without adding much bulk to your form.
Huh.
Your movements cause tiny little clicks, like dice rolling somewhere far away, as the plates reorient to your motions.
I'll be responsible with this. This is just to protect me from harm, not to show off or decked out in feature armor like a cop ought to be. I'm gonna say I will be responsible with this. To protect me from harm. Well, it's to boost my volition score. I gotta be honest. I already feel irresponsible at putting it on at all in the first place. But I'm gonna say I'll be responsible anyway.
The hardened vitreous enamel, at once sleek and light, adds a glow to your cheeks and a spring to your step. Just imagine what a full suit of this stuff could do for you. You really do feel more confident. Invulnerability does that. Even partial invulnerability.
Suddenly I regret not trying to get the guy's boots. Darn. Oh well. Yeah, I want the full suit. Well, it's too late now. It's off to processing. Maybe in a future game. This gear could line my pockets with cash. I could probably sell it to some other cops. Or this is the long sought after enemy technology. I can't just enjoy it. I must study it. Huh. Okay. Well, I guess this is more moral choice stuff here. Is this the game judging me and stuff? I mean, it's a little late to get the full suit. This gear could line my pockets with cash. Probably sell it to some other cops. I mean, it's evidence in a crime investigation. Like, I really shouldn't be wearing it all. But the other guy was also wearing it, so I don't know. Looks after enemy technology. I can't just enjoy it. I must study it. Let's go with that, I guess.
Remember, the vitreous enamel material acts as a kinetic redistributor. It's meant to stop bullets. Wear it. Observe its properties. See if there's a weakness in the design.
Interesting. So that was one of the thoughts here. Fair with a T500. Really hurts to punch this armor. A sword wouldn't leave even a scratch. A bullet would bounce right off. Still, there must be some flaw in it that would allow you to stand your ground against this dangerous enemy technology. You just have to figure out what it is. Possibly by beating yourself while wearing it, shooting yourself? Let's see. Huh. Why do I get the feeling that this is going to be something that would be valuable to learn at some point? Like, am I going to like? Could be. I know, right? Like, there are 2 other Cornell folks around, and presumably they also have this armor. I don't know if I'm actually going to end up getting into a physical conflict with them, but I have a sneaking suspicion that this knowledge could be useful later. I still want to finish researching the homosexual underground, though. It's getting close to done.
For the day you have to fight someone covered in the same material.
Exactly, Half-Light. Anyway, let's go talk to class here. Be polite and close the door behind me. Yeah, because my mission objective, yeah, get the whole story from Tice. It says really got into class here. That suggests that it implies that there's something about the information I get from her is going to. Can I zoom out here? Thank you. Something about the information I get from her is going to help me deal with the Hardy Boy situation. So, first of all, let's try talking to her.
Officer.
Okay,
it's a fine day for questions.
She nods to you in greeting. Okay, so that's locked, but if I level up Volition, since I've got 5 points of level up available, Poink. It only brings it up to 58%. Huh. Okay. Gonna give it a whirl. I clicked. I swear I clicked. Did I like accidentally go off the game? It's not registering the click or something? It doesn't say locked. It doesn't say locked. I'm clicking, nothing's happening. Wait, do I have to leave the conversation and come back into it?
Officer, it's a fine day for questions.
Does the game just not like me trying to level up while I'm in the middle of a conversation?
Soft, light brown eyes look back at you, directly into the space behind your eye sockets. You see the smoke rise from between her painted red lips. She's beautiful.
Love the sequence? Sometimes this bug happens, yeah. Just back out and go back in. Yeah. I think that was it.
I have bad news for you.
Bad news? What?
You know these guys?
What guys?
Who? Me?
Logic. Who? Me? Trivial score 6.
Yes, you. He's talking about you, you boring stiff.
Oh, great. All my internal parts are talking to each other.
You too. Me? What did I do?
So when the skills have their little arguments?
These guys are compromised. She's got them singing along to her tune. The little bleeps and bloops you trust for info. You can't trust them anymore.
Oh my god, what? I knew something was off. Let's go with I knew something was off.
I'm sorry I didn't catch it sooner. It takes conscious effort on your part.
Which ones exactly are affected? How did this happen? Does this mean she's been lying to me? What is her plan? I've been talking to myself long enough. Let's get back to it. I mean, I had a feeling that some of these weren't all that trustworthy just from I mean, things like Inland Empire and Half-Light were playing into conspiracy theories and believing in supernatural and stuff. But I don't know. Did drama and logic let me down too? I mean, I don't know. Okay, anyway. Which ones exactly are affected? How does this happen? Which ones exactly were affected?
There's no way of knowing. At the moment, I'm afraid it's best to assume.
The clock ticked while it was. Is time passing while I'm having this internal conversation with myself here?
All of them.
Oh no.
Bullshit, man. I ain't compromised.
Thanks, chemistry. Or electrochemistry.
Especially that guy. That guy's the most compromised one in here.
But yeah, electrochem, you're very credible. Exactly.
No fucking way, man. I just want a drag of that sweet menthol Ziggy.
Not vegetable calculus, my darling, though. Yeah. Shoot, that reminds me. I need to. I still have those cigarettes. I haven't smoked them yet, and at some point I need to. What skills do the cigarettes boost again? I've already forgotten. Because I have to keep an eye out for opportunities to get boost from them. Oh well, anyway, moving on.
Really? Quick, tell me what's under her jumpsuit.
What?
Glory, truth, softness. Protect her. She wants you.
Uh-huh.
I take it back. He's got it pretty bad. But this next guy's on another level entirely.
Sorry. So it's just like, it's not visual calculus, my darling, though. I mean, yeah, the visual calculus hasn't jumped in yet. Okay, here we go.
She likes you. The crown head is a boring condom. He's jealous. This is human nature.
I'm sorry, what? She likes you. The crown head is a boring condom. He's jealous. This is human nature. Crown head? Is that... Crown head? Oh, okay. Yeah, because the icon for volition is crown. Okay. Yeah, time is passing. I was 50 a moment ago. 3 minutes have passed. Okay. Well, let's go through this anyway. How did this happen?
How it always does. Through subtlety.
What can I do?
There's nothing you can do about it. You are how you are, and she is how she is. Things will go as they do.
Can't you turn them normal again?
No.
What use is this then?
It's better to know you're being played than to be played without knowing it, is it not?
Does this mean she's been lying to me?
I think it's safe to assume, yes. Mr. Thespian here hasn't been speaking up. If he were, I suspect there would be peons to her truthfulness. Like this.
I mean, I did have the drama shirt on before. I don't think I had the drama bow tie on yet when I talked to her last. Oh well.
She is a lady, most fair and just.
There you go.
In his defense, to reduce him to such inadequacy, she probably had to employ half-truths more often than outright lies.
Yeah, I did get that impression. That there was that there were details being left out. Volition's after a crown head. Yeah.
That is correct. And omissions too.
Can I trust that guy?
A little. They're all still of limited use, interpreting things to the best of their ability. Maybe they add flair or something. I wouldn't know. I don't add flair.
No.
But when it comes to assessments of character and factual accuracy, they are not to be trusted. Not with her.
Can I trust any of them ever again?
Don't be melodramatic. You can trust them. Just not with her.
Okay. And meanwhile, we've been standing here for 10 minutes, having an internal discussion with herself here. Okay. What is her plan? Yeah, do you know, Volition?
You can't draw a sound conclusion. The one who usually does says, she may want to control the information rollout, not to become a suspect. She may have a past she's escaping, unrelated to this case. You doubt it's something truly insidious.
Yeah. Yeah, that tracks, I think.
See? It's oddly moderate. Probably compromised.
I've been talking to myself long enough. Let's get back to it.
Don't worry. It's only been 4 or 5 seconds. You've got this.
According to this clock, it's been 10 minutes, but okay. Say it out loud. Miss, are you manipulating me? Oof. Or don't say anything. Just close your eyes and let the moment pass. I mean... like, we've just succeeded the role. So, I think we need to make the most of it. And say it out loud. Here we go.
The silence broken. She exhales a little cloud of smoke and says,
God, no.
That's it? Well, shoot. Why is this objective still here? Oh, shoot, I didn't actually tell him about the traps. I need to go back down there and do that. Oh, hey. Little exclamation mark appeared here. Is that all it took? Like saying out loud, "Are you manipulating me?" and her saying, "God no," and then that unlocks the Titus Hardy one there. Oh well, I got experience for it anyway. Let's return to this later, I guess. Let's finish up with Morel, because I forgot to actually do that. Should we see if we can lock Kim in here again? Ah, oh, darn. Would have been funny. So yeah, let's go talk to Morel.
Nothing like the gratitude of a good woman. Now then, what can I do for you?
He gives you a gruff pat on the shoulder.
He tries to play it cool, remain professorial, but inside, this man is itching for some news on those traps.
So I checked all the traps.
Good. Okay. And?
He breaks his con. One of them was empty. Nothing. Maybe I didn't check them after all. One of them was empty.
Completely empty?
Cryptus Welch's eyes grow wide.
Surprise, tempered with fear and trepidation. He doesn't know what to think yet. Maybe you're joking?
Yes, there was nothing in the trap. No locust, no phasmid.
No locusts? No phasmid either?
That's not ideal, but...
He rubs his chin. The empty trap was the one at your campsite. Maybe this factors into it somehow?
I definitely left that one stocked.
Right from the campsite? Just means the Insulindian phasmid is even more clever than we thought.
Of course. The woman's face lights up.
Of course, more clever.
The detective whispers to himself.
Yes, the Phantasmadeia picked off the locust and escaped. This is good news, though we'll have to reconsider the design of the traps, make them more secure.
Yeah, of course, you're going to jump to the conclusion of whatever rationalizes what they already believe, rather than maybe this being indicating anything inconclusive. Anyway, moving on.
Another trip to the reeds.
His companion sighs. Yes, that's exactly what it is. What a deft hunter this phasmid, or I don't know, I'm not persuaded. I mean, we didn't share our suggestion that it looked like somebody may have picked it up, like picked up and dropped the trap. So I don't know. I think I'm going to go with I don't know, I'm not persuaded.
Why don't you try convincing Morel his hypothesis is invalid?
He scowls.
Thank you for the vote of no confidence, Gary. An officer. I appreciate your concern, but please leave this to the experts. Unless you have an alternative hypothesis you'd like to venture.
You're jabbing at the soft underbelly of his psyche. He realizes he's gotten defensive.
Interesting. Pain threshold 10%. I'm still wearing the armor, and it boosts pain threshold. This message wouldn't have come up if I wasn't wearing the armor. Funnily enough. Anyway, yeah, I haven't seen pain threshold come up in a while.
Actually, no. Excuse me for getting emotional. This is a big deal for us. You've helped us twice now, and brought some great news too. My gratitude and The gratitude of the Société Cryptozoologique de Ravachol is yours.
Okay, I gained 10 experience. He seemed like he was about to ask me for an alternative hypothesis, and Kim provided a couple of alternative hypotheses. I thought I was going to get another dialogue option, but then he just changed his mind. Okay.
Heartfelt gratitude. But does it feel like closure? What really happened? Some kind of foul play might be afoot. Theft?
Thank you, it's an honor. We should probably return to our main investigation here. This has been refreshing, but...
What's this? Interfacing Medium 11, develop an alternative theory about the missing locusts. Yeah, +1 because something was up with the trap. Okay, this is an interfacing thing, so... well, shoot. I mean, I said before I didn't want to put the armor on. These give +2 interfacing. Darn it. Oh, what the... I've already put the Querus on. Might as well put these on too, I guess. I suppose anything else boosts interfacing. I think... Okay, hold on. This... Inland Empire and Volition. I don't need the Volition and Inland Empire anymore. Let's put the Drama tie back on. Sorry, bear with me. Yeah, I don't think I have anything else which is interfacing aside from the gloves that I got from what's her name? Lizzie. Yeah, let's give it a whirl.
Hello. Lena and I were just discussing the design of the new trap.
83% chance. Develop an alternative theory about the missing locusts. Here we go. We get out the interfacing gloves, yeah.
Consider the way the empty trap was disturbed, as though shaken. Most likely the hands of a young person. Hands small enough to fit inside the trap, too.
Rolled a 10. But of course I get the high rolls when I have an 83% chance of success anyway.
You should ask the red-headed boy, Kuno.
I should? Oh, great. I think a little hooligan called Kuno may have stolen the locust. Stolen the locusts? That's my theory I'm running with? Come on, that's with the successful roll? Why is that the first theory that comes to mind? We have a locust thief on the loose, apparently. Okay, it's my only option, so I'm going with that.
A little hooligan? But what would a child want with bags?
Good question. What indeed, Harry?
Oh, my dear Morel. You've been an old man for too long. Kids love to torment insects almost as much as they love to torment old folks.
I'll talk to the little gremlin and see if anything comes up.
Delinquents. My favorite.
It doesn't sound like it's really his favorite. Aw.
Oh, you've been such a dear to us. Please, let us know whatever you turn up. I have a feeling we're getting so close.
No doubt.
I see you've got all the help you need. I'll see you tonight at my place. Let's play suzerainty, but no more field trips for me.
After this is your last chance to talk to Gary.
Oh, yeah? All right.
Really, Gary? We're getting somewhere here. I'd love to play suzerainty, but...
Everyone's voice is getting a little shaky suddenly.
Lena, I'm sorry, but you're not getting anywhere. It was some kids. I know the little mutants around here. Leave anything out in the open and they'll steal it, even if it's bugs.
He looks at his tea.
Morel, it's been fun, really, but I need a bath and I have deliveries to handle. When this tea is done, I gotta run.
No. No need to apologise, Geary. You've been more than helpful. We'll have to take a rain check on that game of Sue's Reinty today, though. We're gonna follow this through.
See, tonight at my place Suzerainty. Do we know where his place is? Was Suzerainty? That was one of those games. That was wasn't that one of those games that was at Plaisance had in her shop? Oh yeah, and I said I wanted to buy a book from the bookstore. I wonder if I should do that before I talk to the Hardy Boys.
He keeps the language unemotional, but it's in there. Disappointment.
I'll get going. Okay, logic advised me that it's my last chance to talk to him. Okay, I'm gonna put the drama shirt back on, and I'm gonna put the where are they? Half-light gloves back on. Let's have a word with Gary, I guess. See if there's any.
Always a pleasure to see an officer of the law. I mean, officers.
Okay, so there's nothing. There's nothing new. So never mind. Okay, so I'm gonna talk to Titus again. I don't know the hours that this thing operates with. I kind of want to drop by the bookstore first and want to make sure I have something to read before it's too late. Okay, so I can get a book about Dick Mullen, or I can get the book about the Pale. And I think, wasn't there
Shelves full of biographies of
yes.
famous people, whoever they are.
Yeah, the Greatest Innocence book. That's the one that Plaisance recommended. How much was the book about the Pale?
This bookstore is not strictly about crime, romance, and biographies of famous people. There's also a wide range of paranatural literature.
You know what? Why don't we get one of each? I mean, I don't know. I like. I'm just looking at the prices and going, it's not too expensive. We can pick up the book about the Pale and the book about the Innocence. Just to see, it's at least content.
Indeed. Something about that book does seem to have spoken to you. Well, I hope it contains what you're looking for.
Okay.
Shelves full of biographies of famous people, whoever.
A true cultural touchstone. Enjoy the read.
How much is the Dick Mullen book?
Shelves filled to the brim with crime
$7.99.
novels featuring the supposedly stalwart.
Yeah, I'll pass on that one. Yeah, I had a bit of money burning a hole in my pocket here, so just take a peek at these here. So this is the Medicinal Purposes of the Pale. Small green book giving off a peculiar foreboding impression, although it's hard to figure out why. It describes the various ways of healing debilitating ailments through the use of pale, some of which sound implausible at best. And then the other one is Greatest Innocence. This dusty tome brings knowledge on the history of innocences. It is written by one João Paulo Salomão Lopes de Fuego, a Mesque fascist who tries to reach a conclusion on which of the innocences is the coolest in the world. Oh, okay, great. All right. Okay, with that taken care of, let's go talk to Titus. I mean, Kuno, he's out in the backyard. I expect him to be there at all hours. Like, who cares? I don't know. I think these guys aren't going to be here that long, though. Alright, what clothing should we wear going into this? Like, we got the empathy and hand-eye coordination coat on. I mean, suggestion coat, speed coat. Well, yeah, didn't I say, yeah, rhetoric shirt. Let's boost the rhetoric. It's reduced empathy, but whatever. Do I have anything else that boosts rhetoric? I don't think I do. The only, if memory serves, the only clothing article that affected rhetoric was the bum hat, which reduces it, and I gave that one away. So yeah. All right. Got our rhetoric shirt on. We got a boost from talking to Classia, apparently, presumably. Let's talk to this guy.
It's you again. What is it?
He acknowledges you gruffly. Okay, now we're up to 72% chance. Mention serial play, ever asked to cooperate, compromise skill set known, +1 warned about the tribunal, discuss 8th Hardy, and confronted about drug trade. Oh yeah, I just noticed the time. The homosexual undergrad's at 99%. It's gonna complete while we're in the middle of this conversation, which is kind of funny. Anyway, 72% chance. Let's go.
I do not
4.
understand. They're just stupid, probably. Too stupid to understand the arguments. Maybe the lieutenant could do it for you.
Yeah. Rolled a 4 again. How many 4s has that been in this game? We're rolling a heck of a lot of 4s. Like, wow. I'm impressed by how bad these rules are. It's amazing. It's so statistically unlikely. Anyway, rhetoric. I don't understand. They're just stupid. Probably too stupid to understand the arguments. Maybe the lieutenant could do it for you. Are we really gonna try pulling Kim into this? Yeah, at least we can just spam rhetoric improvements. Oh yeah, I'm gonna try. I'm gonna level up rhetoric and try again. I've got the points for it. I've got 4 skill points to allocate. The same thing happened to me. She manipulated me too. So I recall you wanted to save a skill point for armor thought? Armor though, perhaps? I mean... well, I mean, yeah. I'm not gonna. I've got 4 skill points. I'm not gonna use up all 4 of them right now. Regardless. Well, shoot. Anyway, let's say Taya's the same thing happened to me. She manipulated me too. Let's work our way through these, I guess.
Sucks for you, but get this straight. No one manipulates Titus Hardy. I knew I was sticking it in crazy.
He points to the stairs. Oof. Okay. By sticking it in, I'm assuming that's a sexual comment, because he said that he was having sex there. Anyway, moving right along.
But you have no idea what you're doing up there. I can see it in your face. Every time you come down and sing her song, she's in your head, man. You're fucked.
Brutal, Titus. Brutal, but true. She has a hold on him.
He shakes his head. If I click on this, am I able to... Okay. Can I read this now, or do I have to... Okay, I think I have to get out of the conversation first. Okay, alright.
The witness has no hold on officers of the RCM. My partner was just trying to get you to come clean in his unusually emotional way.
Ha.
Why did you say she's manipulating you? She's manipulating them. Remember? I didn't tell you to say that. Who told him that filthy lie?
I didn't tell you to say that. Well, it's one of the options you provided, you dumb rhetoric. Okay.
It was me. I made you sound weak, and I shouldn't have. But this guy, Goldmouth, he's way in over his head. Be careful with his so-called advice.
Uh-huh. Okay, I'm gonna take off now just to back out of the conversation before I try leveling it up. Let's see what Homosexual Underground has to say.
Homosexual Underground. Maybe you should stop obsessing about your own and other people's sexuality. Feels like it's about time to do that. You thought about this for 8 hours? Not only should you stop, you should tell Kim you've stopped obsessing about other people's sexuality too. I'm sure he'd appreciate it. Unless you already got him killed because you were obsessing about your sexuality. There's no way of telling from within your brain. But for your own sake, please say you didn't.
Best thought in the game. And I could just click accept it. Are there any bonuses from this? Bonuses. Stopped obsessing about sexuality. Oh, okay. Nifty. So that means we don't we don't get any more of these suggestions to hit on every female character we meet. But you do get to talk to Kim about it. Oh, okay. That's cool. Okay, well, we can start on researching something else. There were 3 other things I started to research, and then I interrupted them. I sort of feel like I want to get this Fairweather T500 research thing going. I have a feeling it's not going to be useful for a while, but I kind of feel like, yeah, I have a feeling it's going to come in handy eventually. So, I don't know, let's put it in the center, I guess. Use up the skill slot for that. And internalize. There you go. Get started with that. And then, shoot, what was I gonna... Here, maybe just step away a bit before we talk to Kim about this.
Yes?
Hi, big news, Kim. Tell Kim about how you no longer obsess over your sexuality. You know what? Let's step outside to have this conversation. I don't think the game cares, but I'd feel better about it if it's in relative privacy. I have big news, Kim. Tell Kim about how you no longer obsess over your sexuality. Guys, listen up real quick to what I'm going to say to Kim. I know, right?
Okay.
I managed to stop obsessing about my sexuality, or nothing, actually. As I'm saying this, I realize I would not be telling the truth. Okay. Let's go with I have managed to stop obsessing about my sexuality, I guess.
Great. Imagine all the time you'll have for work now. Matter of fact, we should get back to it right now.
I can say yes or I can nod. Let's say yes out loud.
Mm-hmm.
I got 5 experience points for that, for this conversation. Just one thing though, ... or get back to it. Just one thing though?
What?
Why? Why is this an option? Are you part of the homosexual underground? Do it? We just told him we're going to stop obsessing about it. Like, immediately after saying, I have never backseated harder. I mean, I did kind of wonder if this was going to lead to some kind of shipping between Harry and Kim, but you know, I mean, when we weigh the options, on the one hand, yes, we did just tell him we're not going to talk about it, but on the other hand, it's content. And on the first hand, again, we did say we want to avoid disappointing Kim. But on the other hand, you know, we did just finish putting all this time and research into the homosexual underground. So I feel like we're obligated to select this option here. So okay, here goes. Are you part of the homosexual underground?
You didn't stop at all, did you? You are just obsessing about other people's sexuality now.
Yes, but ... Or you're right. Yes, let's go. Yeah, but...
But am I? I'll spare you another 20-hour mine project. Yes, I am. Now let's get back to work.
Ah, cool. Good for him.
That's the truth.
There you go. So, some more LGBT content in the game. Cool. All right. Anyway, let's. Where's Rhetoric? I'm losing it. Rhetoric. The real benefit of homosexual undergrad is that you get to find out that Kim is gay. Yeah, lower rewards. Yeah, there you go. Rhetoric, level up. Here we go. What's this little orange thing dancing at me here? Yeah, okay, so I can reroll that. We can retry the cargo container door. Oh yeah. Let's go do that first. No, I'm joking. Okay, let's try talking to Hardy again. But before I do, hold on. What do the cigarettes boost again? They boost intellect. So +1 intellect, and I do believe rhetoric is included in the category of intellect. So this seems like a good time to smoke them up. Let's do that outside, out of principle. You can finally check off that particular objective. Do I just double click on it or what? Okay, so we put it in his hand. So what now? I have a thought. What's this?
There it is, a brave little army in your pocket. The 1st Smokes Platoon. 20 brave souls standing in salute, ready to step into fire for you, sir.
Put one in the pack, or I'm not going to do it. I thought, no, put one in the pack. I mean, that's what we got him for.
You picked the best one. This soldier is fat and succulent. What are you waiting for? Light up. Re-become yourself.
Light it up. I don't want to light it right now. People are watching, or put it back in the pack. Let's light it up. We're you know, we're outside the place. There's no one around. Whatever. What are you worried about? People are watching.
Get a load of this rock and roll cop here, people. Johnny Thundercop fishes a cheap lighter out of his pants. With a flick of the thumb, there's fire. A primal satisfaction. Here we go.
Finally satisfying electrochemistry here.
The lighter's dark green disposable plastic. Safety's off. In your case, the safety is always off.
What are the repercussions if I do this? Dip that bad boy in the flame and breathe in. No, throw it away at the last second. What are the repercussions if I do this? What are the repercussions? I don't know, there's a lot of build up to this here.
Repercussions? There's a high risk of glory, with a mild chance, cool genius. Smoking makes you into an intellectual. Everybody knows that.
Uh-huh.
It will help you concentrate a bit. That much is true.
Logic, trivial success.
It only lets you concentrate because you're in nicotine withdrawal. It only mitigates its own.
Yeah. Yeah, makes sense.
Blah, blah, blah. Boring. Light it up.
Dip that bad boy in the flame and breathe in.
Thick, warm smoke gets sucked down into your lungs. Immediately, you feel a warm nostalgia fill your head, body, and soul. A nostalgia for yourself. The man you were in your youth. Johnny Thundercop is back, and he's chill as balls.
Okay, I gained 30 experience for that. I finally completed the that objective for find smokes and smoke them. Where is it on here? I don't know. But yeah, there was a find smokes and smoke them objective which has been on here forever, and yeah, cool. Okay. Oh, that was enough to get another level up. Awesome.
In the bottom right corner of the screen, there's a cigarettes button. Cigarettes gives +1 to intellect skills, logic, rhetoric, conceptualization, visual calculus, encyclopedia, and drama. This is good before a white check, but damages your health.
Mm-hmm. Cool. So cigarette. Okay, 59 minutes left. So, well, shoot. I don't know how long the conversation with Titus is going to take. I want to try the cargo container first. Oop, I had a thought back here. Hold on. Three T's, how idiomatic? Oh, fringe at the feet. It's, my intellect was boosted up to make that observation. That's funny. 59 minutes left. Yes, yeah, time doesn't pass unless I'm doing one of those other tasks, right? So. I'll never figure it out. Did I ever get down there? Or is that... Oh, never mind. Just keep moving. Yeah, so it still says 59 minutes left. So no time passed while doing all that run around.
You're back before the cargo container. Its draw has not lessened since you were last here.
Well,
if
darn.
anything, it seems to have grown slightly.
Yeah. New world for 2 days, precarious world. Oh, precarious world gives the bonus. Interesting. Oh shoot, that reminds me. Oh yeah, okay, yeah, that's fine. Okay, so that's in progress. Still only 28%, even with the boost to rhetoric and stuff. Like getting +2 to rhetoric. Like I leveled up manually and I got the smoke going. Okay, whatever. 28%. Here we go.
Despite the dirt that surrounds and trails you, a beacon of light emerges from deep within you.
12! Natural 12. Wow. Cool. Okay. Hello, is there anybody in there?
The door stands silent.
Satisfied, detective?
A wry smile crosses the lieutenant's face.
Try again.
If there's someone in there, I'd like to talk to you.
Just like that, you hear a click, then a rattle. Some mechanism unlocks itself inside the door.
Ahoy! Come on in!
From deep within the container, a voice. Ahoy, come in. Mega rich light bending guy? Yeah, I passed. I rolled a 12. I actually rolled a 12 on this. As in, even if I hadn't, you know, smoked him up and stuff, I still would have gotten it.
You can't be serious.
The smile disappears. What? Okay. Hold that thought, Lieutenant guy. I've got limited time in this cigarette, and I need to make a rhetoric roll. Talking to the Hardy boys. So I'm gonna do that first. I'll be back. This will still be here, but I'm not confident about how long this is gonna take. Whatever is going on in this container here, I don't know how long it's gonna take, and I don't want it to take so long that like the Hardy Boys retire for the day and like force me to wait until the next day to talk to them. So let's go deal with this now. Run, run, run. Run, run, run. Oh yeah, I should have pumped up the morale before doing that. Probably the lower morale might have affected the roll, bring it down to 28%. So I'm gonna shoot up more morale before I talk to him. And before I do that, I need to like grab a snack or something. I'm feeling like blood crashing or something like that. Blood sugar crashing. So I don't know. I'm just gonna grab something real quick. I'll be right back. And I'm back again. Yeah, had a couple of cookies and I've got a mug full of cream soda here, so Yeah, that'll help me. Look at that. Thank you. I don't feel quite so lightheaded. Still have the cigarettes in hand. Yeah, I'll leave them there. Whatever. Okay. All right. How much time we got? Got 57 minutes of these in these cigs here. Let's give this another try.
You again. What is it?
Like last time we were here, it was like what 72% chance on the roll. Now we have 2 more points of rhetoric. What does that give us? 92% chance. So basically, as long as I don't roll a 2 or a 3, I should get this. Even if I roll a 4, I win. As this thing is so fond of rolling this supposed RNG. Okay, all right, here we go.
Convinced Titus
6.
is being manipulated? Bad idea. Bringing her up will do no good. You should know by now. Titus will never falter.
I can just say, that's it, case closed. Look around, we're going home, Kim. Now let's go with one of his boys, Will.
Just remember, it's about more than Glasia. It's about these men and Martinez. Their district. Their responsibility.
Okay. So aside from the one of his boys will option, all I can say is, that's it then, case closed, look around, and we're going home, Kim? Like, that's my only dialogue option? I mean, okay. That's our rhetorical ploy here. Lieutenant raises his brow.
He'll get it. Go on.
Write it down, Kim. Martinez, they just kill you because they don't like you.
Got it. Kill you because they don't like you. All because...
Because of some chick, because you're a foreigner, because you work for the wrong people, or because they like killing. Great. Which these options should I pick here? I mean, I have a sneaking suspicion that since I succeeded in the role, it doesn't matter which one I pick. I'm not exactly sure where Harry's going with this, and from the look of it, Kim doesn't know either. Gather around, kiddos. I know, right? Martinez, they just kill you because they don't like you, because of some chick, because you're... Here's a flair for the melodramatic when he cracks the case. I know, right? Yeah, that's pretty much running theme at this point. I mean, we were kind of leaning into the angle of Classius manipulating these guys. There's like more going on than she's letting on, so I guess we're gonna go with because of some chick. Let's go with that, I guess.
Bring that up one more time, and you won't get to write that report.
A wince. It's involuntary. Uh-oh. Are we getting under Elaine's skin here?
The man's fists under the table are balled. You can tell from his neck and shoulders. He means it.
Yes, I understand, Alain. That's your name, right? Alain? You'll kill us. That's what they do in the Wild North.
He scratches in his notebook. Now they just hang you like in the Dark Ages, make a display of your corpse, or they club you from behind, string you up, and go back to drinking. Or, it's cool guys, you drag them out back, light their corpse on fire, and piss on them, you don't care. I mean, that was Alain's claim. He claimed that he hit the guy from behind. I'm still skeptical about that claim, but let's go with that. It club you from behind, string you up, and go back to drinking.
It wasn't that. It wasn't. We didn't hit him, okay?
The fat man says with a wheeze. Well, there you go.
That's it. That's the weak one. You flushed him out. Now go in for the...
Go in for the ... Elizabeth, please stop your clients from talking so goddamn much. I know, right? You would think she would interject at this point. I mean, she did interject before. Oh well.
Officer, you will be next if you don't shut up.
Oh, The old man reaches for his belt, but his voice is strangely calm.
Firearm, a Glass 08 or a 38 caliber pistol. Either is small enough for you to have missed.
Well, geez, maybe I should have worn the armor for this. But I needed the rhetoric score. I have to have my rhetoric shirt on. I'm standing next to my clients while a police officer repeatedly interviews them, and I just stand there. Sounds like a hell designed just for me? Yeah. For days on end? Yeah. Yeah, for anyone watching this who isn't aware, Dev is a public defender in real life, so they have experience with that sort of thing. Anyway, moving on.
He's onto you. He knows what you're trying to do.
Uh-huh.
Steel yourself. Push on. Just ignore Theo.
Turn to Angus, or what? You're gonna kill me like you killed him for no effing reason? Or turn to Theo, what happens if I keep talking? You gonna kill me too in this bar for nothing? Or look at Kim first. So rhetoric is saying he's onto you, he knows what you're trying to do, which seems to suggest that I should turn to Theo, but Volition is saying, I don't know, ignore him, push on. I mean, we sort of identified Angus as being the weak link here, who's gonna spill on us here. Let's turn to Angus.
We didn't kill him. We didn't even hang him. He was dead when...
He takes a brief wheezing. I mean, that's what I figured.
Shut up, Angus.
He was dead before you hanged him.
Fatty! Say one more thing to the cops and I'll...
The little guy hits Angus in the back of the head, a loud slap. Oof.
Dennis, stand down, or I'll beat your head in. Theo, take your hand off the belt. This isn't 31. I've got this under control.
Dennis probably referring to Shanky then. Theo's okay. All right.
Does he? His closed fist is shaking. It's you who's in control. Let them have their moment.
The room falls quiet, so quiet you can hear Angus wheeze.
Angie, where's your goddamn inhaler? You sound like you're dying.
I left it home. I can't get it. I'm too fucked. I'm sorry.
He grabs his chest. He's having an asthma attack?
Why are you so fucking fat, Angus? Now it's all pointless. Because of you. You wasted my time. I told you, Titus. I told you just give her up.
Okay. All right.
Lizzie, your help is no longer needed here. Go tell Everard.
Huh. He turns to the fixer? That's what it's referring to Elizabeth as, I guess.
Fine. I'll tell him. After a long walk along the coast.
She walks off without looking back.
You're in. He's all yours. Questions?
I'm sorry I made you guys fight. Whisper, Kim, we did it. Or, so you didn't kill him. He was already dead. Or, so who killed the merc then? Any leads? Or whose idea was to hang him anyway? Hers? I mean, I kind of figured, I already figured that he was, like, already dead when they hanged him, to begin with, but, Harry, being a little slow to pick up on that, or at least he's, he needed the right prompt. Oh well, anyway. Sorry I made you guys fight. That feels like a bit of a... like, what? For one thing, Titus wouldn't care. If he wouldn't care about an apology, I don't think, and it's sort of, it would be interpreted as a sign of weakness, basically. Turning to Kim and say we did it, although it would be fun, probably not appropriate in this moment. So you didn't kill him; he was already dead. That's stating what was already stated. So who killed the merc then? Any leads? I mean, like the fact that it says any leads, it feels like it's giving Titus an opening to deny knowledge of who did the killing, and I have a feeling he already knows. So I'm thinking I'm going with whose idea was it to hang him anyway? Hers. Like I don't think it was Classy's idea. She did speak of resentment of seeing like the body of her lover hanging there. Anyway, let's go with that. Whose idea was to hang him anyway? Hers.
In a manner of speaking.
In a manner of speaking? What do you mean?
We had help from another girl. It was her idea to hang him, and I liked it for political reasons. It sent a good message.
Another girl, the eighth Hardy, perhaps? It's her, isn't it? The drug trafficker, the missing eighth Hardy.
Fella, you think too much. He's off all right. You're gonna hurt your head.
No, the big guy steps toward you.
That woman is just affiliated with the Hardy Boys. You don't know her, anyway.
You know it's okay for there to be a Hardy girl, Titus. Or, like how much kind of Titus becomes once he drops his street tough presence? You know, it's going to be a just understood. Can you tell me anything about her name, current location? You're going to stonewall me if I ask more about her, aren't you? I have a feeling all these are going to get the same response, but let's go with, you know, it's okay for there to be a Hardy girl, Titus.
We're Hardy Boys, and that's it.
His face sets like concrete. He shakes his head solemnly. Sure, but can you tell me anything about this affiliate? Name, current location.
Nope. You're not getting to her. It's Klaasya you want to talk to.
Okay. Sorry I made you guys fight, and we did it, so you didn't kill. Okay. So, who killed the merc then? Any leads?
Not yet. Just some ideas. She says the shot came from outside, behind the window somewhere. So that's a clue.
The shot came from outside? Is this related to the broken and newly repaired window in Classia's place? Like, was he shot from a distance or something? But she indicated that he wore his armor at all times, even when they were in bed together. Shot came from outside. What, like from the second story window? For a room, or? I mean, there was an indication that the third Cornell mercenary, the woman that we haven't met yet, was in a sniper position. Can't imagine why she would have shot one of her own people, though. Unless she was trying to incite a conflict. Not sure what her motivation for that would be. I'm just thinking. I mean, that's assuming that that is the window that Tice is referring to. Like, we're getting prejudicial detail. Like, I'm still a little annoyed that the game didn't allow questioning Classia about, hey, do you know anything about the circumstances about how the colonel died? You know, how the hanged man died. Like, she might know details that the others weren't willing to provide. You know, she might be able to shed some light on that because their story didn't add up from the beginning. Like if he got shot while he was in her room. Anyway, moving on. What are you thinking?
I'm thinking someone's past caught up with them. Either hers or his.
Hers, you mean?
She's got one of those checkered pasts. The shot could have missed. Could have been meant for her.
Uh-huh.
I like that. Been thinking the same thing myself.
The younger guy nods. And you had ideas about his past, too.
Mine do. One of those mercenary buddies of his could have done it. They got guns, training, years of bad blood, probably. Or it could have been someone else from Cornell.
Huh. He paused to think. I mean, that was a thought that crossed my mind, too.
Tell you what I'd do. Check out the coast for vantage points. Maybe consult with a ballistics buddy of mine. That's what I'd do if I wasn't too busy doing this clown dance with you.
Uh-huh. Check the coast for vantage points. There still hasn't been a direct statement that he was in Class's room when he got shot. Are we supposed to infer that? Like, anyway, moving on.
He's calm now, threw all that turmoil away, and became himself again.
Okay, well, so you didn't kill him, he was already dead.
He nods.
You hanged the corpse to cover up the real cause of death. What was it?
We're not sure. Probably a bullet. The wound was difficult to see.
Probably a bullet, okay. But, yeah, Kim did a field autopsy. No bullet wound found, right? Mind you, I mean, the corpse is like, all bloated from hanging there for a week, so maybe there was something there he missed. Maybe if I'd gotten a good roll that was the one that the like I tried the roll a couple times and failed each time, trying to inspect the corpse more thoroughly. Like maybe I would have found the bullet wound. Oh well.
The coroner and his assistant are wrapped in blue, hands covered in blue gloves, mouths covered by blue masks, bodies by blue aprons. The coroner wipes his brow, scalpel still in his hand. Get the light, shine it in his mouth, he tells his assistant. The coroner squats to better see the light illumines the darkness inside. Well, shit. Can't blame them for missing that. Get the saw, Alan. This just got fun.
Esprit de corps, that's the teamwork stat say basically he got shot inside his mouth. Are we sure this isn't a self-inflicted wound then? If only I had shoved the corpse into a fridge while I improved my perception score. Haha, yeah. I mean, yeah. Yeah, I mean, like, if the bullet was fired, like, right into his mouth, and that's why there was no visible bullet wound, like, honestly, like, I wonder if he did himself in. Or maybe Classy did it? I don't know. Let's move on with why.
Cause the girls asked us to. They were in some shit.
Hmm? Because they're not sure. Okay. I guess I was trying to figure out, like, what was the why applying to? There's this long thing about coroners and blue hands and blue guns. I think of that Firefly line, 2 by 2 hands of blue. Anyway, yeah, the why was in response to the question of why did you hang him? Anyway.
Girls plural. There's another girl. 2 of them. Take note of this. They'll probably say more about her later.
Yeah. Girls plural. Who could be referring to?
Did she kill him?
That's a good question.
Cop, I have no idea. The girl says she didn't.
What happened Sunday night?
Classier came down. She seemed really out of it. Drugged up, even more than usual. Bug-eyed and gurning, you know? Not in a fun way.
Points to the stairs.
It looked like she'd redosed after something went down. I've seen that look before. She was scared. I knew someone had died.
How did you know?
I've done this job for 10 years. I've seen it before. It's the politician in the motel room with the dead hooker scenario. Only in reverse.
Uh-huh.
Good analogy, boss.
The rat-faced man snickers.
You don't get to talk yet, Shanky. You're still on the bench. You keep taking it easy too, Angus.
He turns back to you. What happened then?
We went upstairs. Sure as day the Merc was dead. There was a bullet hole through the window. Fucking dirty sheets and bottles everywhere.
Bullet hole through the window. Scratches his chin. Dirty sheets and bottles everywhere.
He means they'd been fucking?
I mean, yeah.
Tibbs patched the window. And the corpse. We hanged.
Tibbs? Which one is Tibbs? Who's Tibbs? The 8th Hardy? Or Pastor why the cover up? Yeah, who's Tibbs? The 8th Hardy?
Nah, he's my brother. He's in the window replacement business.
Huh, okay. So if Classy didn't kill him, why the cover-up?
You may have noticed our girl's in some shit of her own.
I didn't notice anything. What kind of shit are we talking about?
The can't show up on police radar kind. There are people after her. From the old world. Where she came from.
Okay. These people, who are they?
They're powerful. Connected to the moral intern. She's clearly afraid for her life. Says if she showed up in your systems, she'd be ghosted away.
Looks out the window. Okay, more about the moral intern. Yeah, folks chasing after her connect with the moral intern. I mean, the Charles' Sunday friend was talking about the moral intern at one time. And he was curiously interested in the circumstances of like the hangman's death, and like, okay, moving on.
That's all he knows. That's all she's told him.
And why would you help someone like that? By taking on a murder?
Why would I? I guess we avoid all sorts of runaways and losers here. It's a Martinez thing.
He shrugs. Okay. Thank you, Miss Tice. I'll go talk to her for the last time. Should I whisper Kim we did it? Just right in front of Titus there. But yeah, no, you're right, David. It is funny how, or interesting how Titus's demeanor totally changes when he once he's dropped the street tough presence, as you said, or pretense, as you said. Okay. I mean, now that we've got the information out of it, I feel better about picking these top two options. Whisper, Kim, we did it.
The lieutenant gives a smile only you can see.
And, and in light of, Titus speaking a little more gently, I feel a little better about saying, I'm sorry I made you guys fight.
Me too.
Aw. Thank you for this, Titus. I'll talk to her for the last time. Conclude.
You do that. Hey, cop. Before you go.
He grabs his beer and swirls it in his hand and thinks of something.
Clausia, came to Martinez to hide. Many of us did. This is where you wash up when there's nowhere left to go. The Union takes you in. Now, she refused that protection. But...
I mean, her original story was that she came here to spend the winter. This is an odd, this rundown, beaten up place is a bit of an odd place to take a vacation. So, I mean, she kind of spun it as she's just into that sort of aesthetic, which I could sort of buy, but with this recontextualization, this kind of does make more sense. I mean, that she came here to escape. Anyway, she refused that protection, but you would still prefer if we didn't take her away, or we would still prefer if we didn't take her away? Question mark.
That's right. If we didn't take care of the people who end up here, this place would just be a couple of rooms and some cargo containers.
Okay.
We'll take that into account.
Lieutenant slides his notebook into his coat pocket. He turns to leave. Okay. So we got the whole story from Titus. They got another check mark there, and confront Classy with the Hardy story. All right. Guess we'll talk to them. Before we do that, Got 31 minutes left in the smokes. Now that we've completed the homosexual underground research, do we get any more options talking to Smoking Man?
Hi again, gendarme.
Ah. You're doing here? Let's see. Your Sunday friend. Okay, no new options.
Goodbye, gendarme.
Hey, Smoker, I processed that thought. Oh, darn. Sorry, what? Oh, right. Yeah. Yeah, no new dialogue options when talking to him. Oh well. All right. Let's talk to Classia here.
It's always good to see you.
She cracks a weary smile, leaning back against the railing.
Something in her demeanor has changed. She's tired, consigned to her fate, to being here with you and what's to come.
The Hardy Boys told us what really happened. There we go.
I understand.
She puts her coffee mug on the table.
Just like that. No resistance. Her shoulders are slouched, her feet long and straight.
Shoot, I should have put on the drama shirt before starting this. Oh well. You don't look surprised. You're expecting this, or you send us on a runaround. You lied to us, miss. Chill. I'm the cool cop, remember? No, drama's compromised. Yeah, fair. You don't look surprised. You're expecting this?
I knew there was a chance you'd get them to tell you. It's what you do. You're the police. For what it's worth, I'm sorry for wasting your time.
She winces.
This is good. Clear the air first, between you two. Then move on to questions. No, it's not good. It's the opposite of that. This will let her dictate the terms of your...
Uh-oh, they're arguing. So Rhetoric is saying we should clear the air first, and Volition is saying... Okay.
Shush. I can't hear what she's saying.
If you knew we would find out eventually, why did you waste our time?
Because of the Hardys. I couldn't just dispense with them. They were only trying to help me. Out of the shit I'd gotten into.
She looks at her feet. Excuse me. It's not a good enough reason, or cool. I'm satisfied with this explanation. Okay. Couldn't just dispense with them. They were only trying to help me. I mean, did she go to them for help, or did they just offer it? I mean, I'm sort of tempted to push her a little more here. Like, we sort of established that she very calmly lied to us earlier, so let's go with that's not a good enough reason.
You're right. There's more.
More? Question mark?
You answer to the coalition government, and by extension, the moral intern.
She reaches for a new cigarette.
Briefly glancing over her shoulder to the sea, as she's done time and time again. A grand expanse of water reaches over the bay and to the horizon, golden grey in the moonlight.
What lies beyond it? Or never mind. Let's go with what lies beyond it.
The Pearl, the Muindi Isola, the Occident, and then Aranye. The old, old world.
Is that why you're looking over your shoulder? You're afraid of the moral intern? Or what's the RCM's involvement with the moral intern got to do with this? Or the RCM isn't the lapdog of the moral intern? You don't have to worry. So I ask her if I'm afraid of the moral intern, or what? Let's go with what's the RCM's involvement with the moral intern got to do with this?
You share a database with them. You send people to their courts.
She lights a cigarette. What's going on? What did you do?
Just business. But bad business for some people in the moral intern. If I show up in your records, officer, they will find me. They will...
What happens if they do?
They will kill me, sir. If you file my name, take me in for questioning, enter me into the moral intern mill. Well, then I'm fucked. For nothing. This murder didn't have anything to do with me.
There's a winsome, pained little smile. So, I mean... I guess from her perspective, she felt like she had to accept the Hardy Boys' protection. Assuming she's being truthful about this at this point. There's a wince in the pained little smile.
Here we go. For once, you seem to have her off guard.
What did you do to have these people after you? What happened here the night he died? Why did you call the cops if you're hiding? Yeah, why did you call the cops if you're hiding? I mean, she confirmed she was the one that called the police, that brought us into this in the first place. I mean, sure, she said she didn't like the sight of the colonel hanging there, but that kind of risks everything. But let's go with what happened here the night he died.
We were there. Together. In bed, I mean.
She points to the window. The silhouette of the bed is visible. Tell me exactly what happened.
Okay. He was in a kneeling position. He had just entered me. I was on my back, looking at him. I heard the window behind me shatter, and I turned to look. There was a hole in the glass.
I'm just trying to visualize the relative position of the bed to the window, which was replaced. Because it's like the bed is a little to the side of the window. So if it came in through the window and hit him, it would have had to go at an oblique angle, I guess. I don't know that. Like if the bullet came from outside, like the angle seems weird for what she's describing. Yeah, I don't know. Well, shoot. I'm just thinking, like, if it was someone firing from a sniper position or whatever, like, what buildings are in the area? Could it, like, there's the big building to the west, which housed the like my first thought is the dice maker's window might be the right angle. Dice maker said she wasn't paying attention to what was going on outside her window. Anyway, moving on. Heard the window behind me. Heard the window behind me shatter. I turned to look. Um, I mean, you said, okay, kneeling position. My first thought was like she was at the edge of the bed and he was like on the floor, but she said that the glass broke behind her. That suggests that she was on the bed with her head at the foot of the bed, maybe. I'm trying to I'm trying to visualize this. Like, what position could they have been in for the bullet to hit him through the window? Okay, moving on.
I turned back to him. His eyes were looking through me, and his mouth was open, dumb. I could see. I could.
She breathes out a moment's silence.
Her chest rises and falls with each word. She keeps herself together and says it.
I knew he was dead before he fell down on top of me.
Then what happened, or you don't have to continue if you don't want to. I mean, we kind of need the information. I think we're at a point where we've exhausted our patience for letting her dance around the issue and say, nah, you don't have to talk about it. I'm going to say that what happened.
He was heavy. I pushed him off and he fell to the floor. There. He only had his boots on. I bit the pillow, not to scream, then ran downstairs.
Fell to the floor there, she points through the window. There's a long pause, she just stands there, her arms at her sides. He only had his boots on. She mentioned before that he kept his armor on at all times, even when they were doing it, but okay.
I waited for the second shot to come. For me. I thought there would be one. It never came.
She's forgotten about her cigarette. The butt has burned right down to her fingernails.
Your cigarette, miss. Sorry this happened to you. Are you sure you're not making this up? Or shake your head, that's a mother effer, or just nod, we're going to need more details. Draw attention to the cigarette, I guess.
Oh.
She looks at it and quickly tosses the butt aside. Sorry, this happened to you? Are you sure not making this happen? I don't know. I'm not convinced of her story, frankly. It's just like this long-distance sharpshooter through the door, through the window, into his mouth. I'm not convinced. I mean, I don't know. The coroner will probably be able to tell us more. He'll tell what kind of bullet was used or whatever, but I don't know if we have time for. I don't think Kim ever said how long processing takes. In any case, I think I'm going to go with, are you sure you're not making this up?
I'm not lying to you.
She immediately lights another one.
You may sometimes be bad at reading her, but this time, truly, she's telling you how it really went down.
Yeah, but drama is compromised. Medium success. Got a drama score of 13. This is 10. Yeah. Okay, continue.
What time was this? When did it happen? It would help us if you could be as precise as possible.
Yeah, indications were that she was pretty high at the time, and Titus indicated that she probably shot up some more. Did some more drugs after seeing the dead body. So, anyway.
11:30 to 12:15. I don't know the exact time. Around midnight.
It's okay. Were you inebriated?
He makes a note.
Not as much as usual. He'd done a line, plus other things. I was drinking.
Wait. Titus said she was gurning her jaw off much more than usual.
Yeah. Yeah, different differences in stories again. She's saying not as much as usual. Ty said you looked pretty high, or it doesn't matter, better not to mention it. Oh, interesting. I have the option to just not point out the difference in the stories. But if we're trying to, find the truth here and stuff, I want to point out the differences in the stories. So here we go. I said you look pretty high.
Oh, yeah. I did one of his lines, just to clear my head.
She tilts her head. Uh-huh.
Did you hear or see the shooter in the course of this?
No.
What did you do then? Or what did you do then?
Nothing. I was trapped. I was stuck in my room downstairs. I got some clothes on and crawled back up, drew the blinds. Blood was coming from his mouth. Not a lot. Just a little.
I was trapped. I was stuck in my room downstairs. I got some clothes on and crawled back up, drew the blinds. Blood was coming a lot, just a little. Hey, Double Graves here. Welcome to the stream. Hey, how's the investigation going? We're getting a confession out of Classia about details about how the Colonel actually died. I'm not 100% sold on the veracity of these details, but basically claiming that he was shot from outside her window. But anyway, I'm reading this as after. Basically, it sounds like she's saying that after she rolled his body off of her, she went downstairs, and after feeling trapped down there for a while, she crawled back up to draw the blinds and get clothes. Anyway, so she's got some clothes on and crawled back up. Okay, anyway.
He was still on the floor, slouched. I couldn't be there with him anymore. So I ran down and out of my room, into the hallway, down the stairs. I knew there would be people there.
Okay. When it happened, did you hear a gunshot? Okay. Yeah. Did you hear a gunshot?
When he was shot? I may have. I don't know. I couldn't hear anything over the glass exploding. I could just straight up ask if she killed him. Let's go with what happened after you ran downstairs. Sylvie was tending the bar. A lot of people were there. The Hardys were at the table in front of the stage. I think the Union box was full.
She sits down. Here's the table in front of the stage.
Ruby was there too. They were having such a good time. I sat down and they all welcomed me. I didn't even have to say anything. Ruby knew something was wrong.
Ruby. Is that the 8th Hardy, perhaps?
Ruby?
Now, before we continue, who is Ruby?
Ruby. You know, the leader.
The leader? What, the leader of the Hardys, perhaps?
The leader? Of what?
The Hardy Boys.
Yeah. She says as if it's self-evident. Thought Hardy was the leader of the Hardy Boys.
Well, nominally, yes. Ruby's the one they go to when things happen, like things they need taken care of. She's the organizer.
Yeah, you know, I did, when I suggested that the 8th Hardy was the leader, that did seem to ruffle Titus's feathers. So, maybe I was onto something there.
Would you say she is the 8th Hardy Boy?
He looks at you.
Why not?
Okay, let's go on. What then?
Well, Ruby said let's talk upstairs. I showed her the room. I've known these people since December. They know my situation, but I can't leave a paper trail. Ruby was the first one I told. She said she'd take care of this. That's what she does, you know, take care of things. I helped her get the body to the bathroom. We used a belt to pull him up under the shower, to keep him upright.
Keep him upright, to keep lividity. I mean, if the body is left, you know, in a prone position, like the blood is going to pool differently. If they were planning to hang him, I guess they want to keep him upright so that, you know, all the blood flows downward. So it to make it look more like he died of hanging. Basically.
To produce lividity, matching a hanging?
There you go.
Yes.
We completely missed the tampering. Looks like you got there in time. What was this, 20 minutes after death?
Oops.
Visual calculus failure? Oh, I wonder what visual calculus would have said here if I had a higher score. Oh well.
About 20, yes. Ruby explained it would make the blood... You know what he does.
She looks at the ground, then raises her light brown eyes to meet yours. Then what did you do?
Ruby went outside to talk to Titus and the boys. I was just looking at Lely in the bathroom. I had to put his clothes back on. His armor, too. It was tough, but I've seen him take it off and put it on many times.
Huh. And then they just went and stripped him again?
It took Ruby maybe half an hour to come back with Titus. I'd gotten him ready by then. They carried him out. I knew what they were going to do. Make it look like a hanging. Ruby said they would.
What did you do while they were hanging him?
Ruby said to wait here. She also said I wouldn't see her for a while. That we should lay low or something. So I did.
This Ruby, where's this Ruby now? Yeah, we haven't seen her so far.
I don't know. I haven't seen her since.
New objective, make Titus give up Ruby's location. Oh, that's good. I have a feeling that's going to be a tall order there. But, I mean, that's kind of how it's been so far. Okay.
We will need to take this question to the Hardy Boys.
Yeah.
Interesting. Why did this Ruby go through so much trouble to hide something someone else did? Look into this later. What are you doing?
What is this? What do you mean, what are you doing?
Coming up with a theory. She said Ruby knew something was wrong before she said anything. How come? It was loud downstairs. She couldn't have heard the shot.
Well, I mean... the way Titus told the story, it sounded like Classy was freaking out, but the way Classy is telling it, it sounds like she was like really calm, and Ruby was the only one who noticed something was up.
It is ominous. You already coming up with theories that put the blame on someone other than Clausia.
When was the window changed?
Last week. Angus and Titus's brother, I think he's called Tibbs, took care of it.
She takes a drag. Titus did say that Tibbs was, fixed it.
You should have another look at that window after this. Reconstruct the scene. It's right there.
I agree. In her bedroom inside or not now? Why do these two options? Does clicking not now mean don't do it right now? Or does that imply that if I click in her bedroom inside, it's going to check it right now? I don't know. Let's click in her bedroom inside and see what happens.
Yes, you see the glass sparkling out of the corner of your eye.
What did you do to have these people after you?
It's not nice, but it's not illegal. Not here in Ravishol, or even in Orania.
What exactly did you do?
Industrial espionage. I joined a business collective with the intention of betraying them. I did my job well enough to be asked to do it again.
Oh, 1 minute of smoke benefit left.
With a bigger company. The kind you really, really don't fuck with. I took their ledgers, 2 decades worth of accounting.
I need the names of the companies involved and who hired you.
He taps on his notebook. Kim's gonna get all the information, eh?
The job was Lou's doing County Savings Bank. They sound small, but they're part of the Lou Scott conglomerate. That was the second job. The first was some printer company. You wouldn't know them.
Well, yeah, we want that information anyway, right?
As to who hired me for the job, I don't know. But they're after me too. Along with Lou Scott and their friends in the MI. Once you're done in the competitive intelligence circuit, you don't have allies. You're radioactive.
She doesn't know who hired her for the job? So she's doing industrial espionage. She stole 20 years worth of accounting information to give to the competitor so they could use it for whatever. Like whatever she took from them, it was enough for them to send a hitman after her? I mean, if the shooter was gunning for her, why didn't they take a second shot after taking out Laylee? If she was, according to Class's story, was just sitting there. Still feel like there's more going on here. I don't know. Anyway, I'm sure there are people who have done much worse than that. Serves them right. When I'm king, this savings bank will be first against the wall. Okay. You're right, this is bad. You've destroyed what people have built, or that's the upset you've gotten yourself into. I'm leaning towards. I'm sure there are people who have done much worse than that. I mean, I don't know. We don't know how we don't really know how bad it was what she did. I mean, what exactly information was it that she took? What were they able to do with that information? I don't know. Anyway, I'm still gonna say I'm sure there are people who have done much worse than that.
Sure. I'm not a war criminal, but it was bad. People lost their jobs. Good people too, not just C-suite.
She shakes her head at the thought.
A lot of people got hurt. But that's just more of my shit you shouldn't have to deal with. You're solving a murder.
I'm thinking of saving the "Did you kill Lily?" question for last. It's part of the Jamrock Shuffle. Just keep them guessing. Anyway, why did you call the cops if you're hiding?
Because I'm an idiot.
The answer comes fast.
Which is an indicator of truth.
I don't think so. Why'd you do it? I'm not going to disagree with you. Oh, don't be mean. Reaction speed. I don't think so. Why did you do it?
You have to understand, the people around here, no one was making the call, and he kept rotting. And then they picked his clothes off, and that little fucker threw stones at him.
Yeah, I mean, after a week of watching that, I imagine we get to you.
Her jaw is clenched. Her throat moves. It takes all her strength not to cave in and sob. Once. Just one time.
He kept throwing stones at him for 3 days. I could hear the thud. Thud. So I called you. I hope with all my heart it's not the last thing I do in Ravishol.
She shakes her head.
She definitely called the cops. That was task complete. It could not have been a lie. That is impossible. Oh God, that was a lie too. Who made the call then?
Sorry, why are Volition and Drama giving contradictory messages here? Don't get all on me, Drama? This task it could not have been a lie. That is impossible. Drama's saying she definitely called the cops, whereas Volition is saying, oh God, that was a lie too. Who made the call then? Okay. Anyway, could the people after you have killed him?
That's the first thing that went through my head when I heard the glass break.
Yeah, you indicate that. And?
I thought they'd found me. They've killed him to punish me. All last week, I've tried not to talk to anyone or be seen with anyone.
She looks at her cigarette.
So they wouldn't be hurt. I've come to understand, however, this is paranoia. What happened didn't have anything to do with me.
Yeah, seriously. For that matter, like, if she really was worried that some sniper was going after her, shooting through her window, she spent the last 2 days standing up on this balcony here. She either doesn't expect anyone to shoot her, or she wants them to shoot her. Anyway. It didn't have anything to do with me. Maybe it did, question mark, or it probably didn't. Either way, something to consider. Hmm. Yeah, like honestly, like if she was expecting that the sniper was gunning for her, then she wouldn't have spent the last 2 days standing on her balcony. um, I'm just gonna say it probably didn't, I guess.
Or I don't know anything anymore. All I do is wait here.
She looks at the table.
We can't go after Loose Cap. Not yet. There are other, saner leads.
Yeah.
I don't ask you to, Lieutenant. If there's one thing I know, it's that you'll get nothing from there.
Yeah. I'm just gonna straight up ask her, did you kill Laylee?
What? Why would I put myself through this? Insanity. Get myself cornered like this.
She has the last vestiges of her strength. There's a silence. Why would you?
He wouldn't have died if it weren't for me. I know that. But I would never hurt him.
The wind picks up. He wouldn't have died if it weren't for me? How do you reach that conclusion? If you don't know who killed him or why they killed him, then how I mean, I don't know. It could just be survivor's guilt talking. Doesn't seem to be any logical reason for her to blame herself. Anyway, downstairs people have this crazy idea that you killed him, or it's okay if you did it in self-defense. Or okay, I'd like you to answer some other questions, miss. Let's start with downstairs people have this crazy idea that you killed him.
I'm sad to hear that. They must have said it in some fit of frustration or under pressure. They couldn't have meant it. I've talked to them after it happened. No one has implicated me.
She's getting scared now of you, the downstairs people, all of it.
Okay. It's okay if you did it in self-defense? Yeah, I'll give it a shot.
I did not kill him to defend myself from rape. I told you before. That wasn't what happened.
True, sire. 'Tis true.
Quiet drama, you're compromised. Okay, no, okay, I'd like you to answer some other questions, miss.
Like what?
Well, that's all of them. SIGs have worn off. Okay. I think we're done here for now. Conclude.
She nods silently. She doesn't even smoke. Just picks up the cold coffee and holds it in her hands.
The lieutenant glances at you, then at the door.
He's thinking, are we done here? Or...
Are we done here? Or ... question mark. Oh, I'm just looking at my rhetoric score. I'm still wearing the rhetoric shirt, aren't I? Oh well.
Or should we arrest her? She's a flight risk and she lied to you. She should be taken into custody.
I think she means that he wouldn't have been in a position to be killed but for her. I mean, could be. I mean, if it's true that he took his armor off. Although, I mean, if the bullet went into his mouth, then, you know, maybe it didn't matter whether he had the armor off or not. Maybe we'll find out when we finish researching the Fairweather T500 in the next 2 hours. We shall see. Okay.
No, that won't be necessary. Just leave her alone. She's been through enough. She doesn't need this police brutality.
Police brutality?
This guy won't budge. You have to wake Multiface up, forcefully, if you want to continue pushing her.
Oh, wow. Drama. Legendary 14 in God's name, wake up. +3 manipulating your skill set, +1 lied about making the call, question mark. Or +1 and +1 discuss secret route. I also got the drama bow tie on, so that boosts my drama score. And drama's in the blue category. That's an intellect category. I mean, the effect of the cigarettes is worn off, but in any case, 97%. That's high enough that anything but a 2 should win this one here. Wouldn't it be hilarious if I roll a 2 right now?
Who?
5.
Dear Lord, you've been lied to. She could have killed her lover and lied to everyone. She's not the most fair and just at all. She's smoke and mirrors and will-o-wisps.
Yeah, I mean, we haven't been into reconstruct the scene or anything, but like, I'm still skeptical about the angle on that you know, like the window, like on the notion that a bullet coming from out here went through that window and then into his mouth. It could have been, might have been a lot easier for, you know, her to shoot him at point blank range and then broke the window afterward to pretend that something different happened. And then went downstairs to ask for help. But you know, of course, I haven't ruled out the possibility that he just did himself in. Like, we don't know what kind of demons he was wrestling with. I mean, it sounds like he done a lot of horrible things in his career. Anyway, moving on.
She probably didn't give you her real name either. Why would she? Arrest her immediately, before she further entangles you in her web of lies.
So you've got drama recommending immediate arrest as well. Yeah, volition and drama are both recommending immediate arrest. And volition was saying earlier, drama can't be trusted. They're compromised.
Take it easy. Don't overcompensate with this course correction. Ask questions first.
Oh, now volition's all confused. Volition was saying, arrest her now, and then drama said, arrest her now, and then volition goes, no, hold on a second. Make up your damn mind, volition. Anyway, drama just going 0 to 10. No kidding.
Yes. Start at the top. Choose at the bottom. It's how we've always done it. No rush. See?
It's okay. Turn to Lieutenant Kim. Why have we not arrested her yet? Or, you know, I think you didn't make the call to the station. Or, your real name isn't Clasia Amandu. Or, what if I told you you're under arrest, miss? Let's change the subject for the time being. Okay. Well, we don't have enough to we don't have enough to arrest her for the murder. I don't think. If we were going to arrest her for anything, it would have to be for another charge. What, impeding an investigation by lying? I mean, that's something. I think we need to investigate more before we draw a conclusion about the arrest, though. Like, at the very least, I want to go in and do a visual calculus of the scene, see what we can tell. And then after that, we're going to go outside and talk to Kuno about stealing the locusts from the trap. No, I'm kidding. Okay, hold that thought. I need to go use the washroom. I will be right back. And I'm back again. Okay, alright. So I can ask him, why have we not arrested her yet? You know, I think you didn't make the call to the station. Your real name is Nkasia Amandu. What if I told you you're under arrest? Or let's just change the subject. Yeah. I'm not comfortable arresting her at this point until until we have more information. Do we really? How did we reach the conclusion that she didn't make the call to the station? Like, I'm a little confused about how we reached that conclusion. Like, because there was a comment here, like there's like drama jumped in and like this is that role that we had a 97% chance of winning. What's going on? Oh, sorry. We just succeeded the drama roll, and it came to the conclusion. Oh no, she's lied to us. And here are the options that turned up, and I have the option of saying I don't think he made the call to the station, but I'm not clear on how he reached that conclusion, and I'm trying to puzzle out. Like, did I miss something here? I don't get that. Like, she claimed that she was the one that that made the call, and she nicked the phone line. Well, I mean, Like when we pointed out that she nicked the phone line and like basically broke the phone, she reacted with surprise to that, as if she didn't know she'd done it. Question: what are you absolutely sure that she's told the truth on? Ah, geez. Not much, truth be told. I'm just kind of skeptical about a lot of things at this point. I mean, she's claimed that when she was, you know, having sexy times with the deceased, a bullet came in through the window, broke the window, and went in his mouth, and he died from the wound. I'm skeptical about this claim. Like, she's claimed that she was the one that called the police a week later. Well, I guess it was 4 days later. Yeah, I think the point here is that you are being presented options, not that you necessarily have to ask them. Exactly. No, that's why I'm hesitating. So I'm like, do I want to suggest that she didn't call the station? Like, I'm not sure how I would have reached that conclusion, but like these options came up as a result of a successful roll, which implies that this is like good information. And rhetoric, this is feeling a little meta here. Yes, start at the top, choose at the bottom. It's how we've always done it. No rush. Anyway, let's, so do you think she didn't make the call? I have no particular reason to disbelieve her when she said she made the call. Except that, I mean, I don't know, like, she tried to disguise her voice. She claims she tried to disguise her voice, and when we pointed out that the phone's rendered inoperable, she reacted with surprise that, oh, did I do that? It's up to you which things you want to ask. Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, I could just skip this entirely, probably, and come back later maybe. But again, this is the result of a successful roll, so I'm like, it feels like it might be important to pick these here. It was an easy roll though. It was 97%. And so there Rabbit's here. Welcome to the stream. How's it going? I'm doing the thing where I overthink things and fall into analysis paralysis. It's like, should I pick these options? I don't know. You're good at that, exactly. Yeah, like we don't have enough information to make these claims. Like the drama roll seems to think that she's lying about I think you didn't make the call to the station. I mean, if she didn't, then who did? It's like she already claimed that she did. When asked why she did it, her immediate response was because I'm an idiot. And I mean, she gave a compelling reason for doing so. Like, she could see that body hanging there for 4 days while the kid was throwing rocks at it, and it just got to her. And she had good reason to be afraid of calling the police. Dilemma, yeah. I don't feel like I have enough justification to accuse her of not making the call. Like, even if, like, I don't, like, why would I be saying this? I don't get it. I don't know. I don't know. Like, I guess I can come back to this later, maybe. Like, maybe if I just, let's change the subject, maybe I can come back to these dialogue options another time. At such a time when we've had more of a chance to inspect the scene and stuff. In any case, we're over 3 hours into the stream. I'm feeling a bit tired. Maybe I'm spending too much time thinking about this. Maybe I should just end the stream, to be honest. Sorry, Slayer Rabbit. I know you just got here. Good place to stop. Yeah. Yeah, I think I'm gonna say, can I trust this thing to let me choose this option again later? Let's change the subject for the time being.
She slowly lights another cigarette and steadies her breath, as if in the presence of some tiger. You are. This is not the end of this.
Let's get back to those lies you told. Now let's return to this later. Okay. What's this notification here? Oh yeah, make Tice kill for Ruby's location. Yeah. Ruby was the organizer of the hanging. She's also missing, but the Hardy Boys will be tight-lipped about her location. Need to get them to open up. Have you fully explored the whirling Analyze the site of the murder. Okay, fully explored the whirling. Well, we went to the back rooms and stuff. Analyze the site of the murder. I mean, yeah. Is there some more? Was there more that we were supposed to do there? Like, we already got a visual calculus of the footprints, if that's what that was referring to. Truly and thoroughly interrogated Classia. All this might make convincing it easier. Okay, the truly and thoroughly interrogated Classia was probably referring to all those questions that were behind the drama roll. So maybe I am supposed to ask them, even though it doesn't feel like I have reason to ask them. It feels weird to me that those questions are options. I don't know. I'll have to think about it and come back to it. But yeah, we got a lot done this session. Where's the... I just wanted to find the... there it is. Find smokes and smoke them. We finally did it. Oh, speaking of which, let's take the smokes out of my hand here. Put the pry bar back in hand. It makes me feel menacing. Just walking around holding a crowbar. Oh yeah, before I forget, let's put the drama shirt back on. Even though drama's been compromised. Yeah. Okay, time to save. Back to the main menu. Yeah, I don't know if it's worth... I don't know. Probably not going to raid anyone. I'm going to take a peek anyway. See who's on. Just as a matter of principle, I guess. Okay, cool. But yeah. Hey, got stuff accomplished this time. I mean, after spending so much time puttering around with the cryptids and stuff, it seemed prudent to move things forward a bit. So yeah, I got some main plotline stuff taken care of this session, so that's cool. Yeah, thanks everyone for watching. Yeah, that's it. Until next time.